Inner thigh connection. Alright, so we're going to work on developing strength in your inner thighs and in your feet. So first thing is you sequence through the foot. Your feet should feel like heavy coil springs in the arches. So there's resistance when you lift or lower the heel. You don't just let it fall. And this is your way of maintaining stability and control when you're moving in space. Notice I'm not rolling like this, you see here, to the outside of my foot, keeping the weight on the inside of the foot over the big toe. And I'm letting the hips rock from side to side as I go from one to the other. Now I'm lifting one heel and then lowering the other simultaneously. And you can see here my feet are pointed out from each other, turned out. What I'm doing here is showing you how to sequence the foot down into the ground, maintaining that turnout in the hip. It's like peeling the foot off the ground and then sequencing it back onto the ground, sticking and peeling. And note, this is an exaggerated turnout. You won't always have to dance with your feet pointed out this far, but I just want you to be able to see what it means to actually utilize this system. Now my feet are pointing out because my whole leg as a piece has been turned out in the hip. Now this is a little exercise you can do. It's a little shuffle back and forth. And you take these longer strides, it makes it even harder to not roll to the outside of the foot when you land, but it starts to develop strength in the feet. And then here, this is how you walk forward and backward, you'll see. So notice I'm trying to keep connection. I'm trying to feel as though my big toe is touching, even when it's not touching the ground. I'm trying to keep a connection to the ground through my feet. Still maintaining that outward rotation in the hip joints, so my feet end up pointing outward. Now the backs of my thighs are the muscles that are actually doing a lot of the work. It's almost as though I'm trying to get the backs of my legs to point in toward each other. And here, up to speed, and notice my pelvis is loose when I'm actually moving in space. And there's back to slow motion again, grazing the surface.